Tornadoes. We are Rohrbach schools, we value our commitments of respect, genuine relationships, and a growth mindset. Please help us in our mission by encouraging our athletes, coaches, and officials with positive comments and actions. Enjoy the game and be a great example of sportsmanship. Special thanks goes out to our game time sponsors, Great Frontier Meats, your one-stop shop for USDA or custom processing needs with 2 locations in Oaks and Hecla, as well as Drain Services Inc. They are here to provide residential, commercial, municipal, and industrial services for your sewer repair and replacement. We'd also like to thank Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and our athletic trainers Nikki and Bobby Canola. The officials for today's game are Alex Cleaver, Mark Gubbard, and Bodie Westman. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Right now, the OHS boys basketball team would like to take a moment of silence for the Lemoore School and their community. Thank you. We are now about to salute the flag of our nation. Please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart, and stand at attention while the national anthem is being performed by OHS junior Mason Journey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now let's meet today's
Hey, good afternoon. We're in Oaks, North Dakota this afternoon for a contest between the Aberdeen Christian Knights and Oaks Tornadoes. Aberdeen Christian, I think, is 4-2 right now. Matt Rohrbach is joining me again here on the broadcast this afternoon. Aberdeen Christian played 2 games last week on the road on a exciting road trip in the Mike Miller Classic in Mitchell at the Corn Palace and then at the Sanford Center. And lost both of those games against great competition. Probably didn't play as well as they liked in that White River game, but back into their regular schedule back here in the Aberdeen area, playing Oaks tonight. Looks like Aberdeen Christian has their same starting lineup. Who's on Aberdeen's lineup here tonight, Matt?
We got Andrew Brennan, Malik Weaker, Caden Clark, Jackson Isaacson, and Ethan Russell.
Okay, and Oaks starting lineup here tonight is Joey Heim, a 6-foot junior, Trey Skoglund, a 5'11" sophomore, and Matt knows a little bit about him. He's one of their better players, or not their best player, didn't you say?
Yeah, Trey's going to be the primary ball handler, primary scorer here for this tornado lineup.
All right, and number 23, Xavier Vossler, a 6'1" junior, and number 25, Noah Sunby, a 6-foot junior, and number 5, Andrew Wolf, a 6'1" junior. All about 6 foot, 6'1".
Fun fact here, we got
tip off.
number 30, Caden Clark, and then also number 3, Trey Skoglund. They're second cousins. So,
oh, that's cool.
Little family rivalry here.
Ethan Russell wins the tip, and Christian will get into their half-court set. What are we looking at for defense here?
Well, Tornadoes are starting in a 2-3. Looks like they're actually really playing a 2-3. They're not really to take that top away with that middle guy. So Caden should have a good chance to touch the ball a lot this afternoon.
Quick rotations, and Malik Weaker for 3.
Really nice ball movement there.
From the right wing. Nice unselfish movement and worked for the best shot. A little pressure here by Christian.
A little bit of a smaller court, so if they do decide to do a little half-court trap or something, they're going to have a good chance to get some steals.
Ball pressure produces a turnover, and Weaker forces it out of bounds, and Christian will bring it up here.
I would assume Christian's going to want to get the ball out of Trey Scogan's hands as much as they can tonight. Back into man
looks
here.
like they're back into man here. Or not back into man, but into man after that, starting the game in zone.
Well, after their 2 losses last week, I think Christian
strong move inside by Ethan Russell for 2. Drives from the free throw line. 5-0 game.
That's exactly what Christian's going to want. They really want to stress that high post, stress that low block, make sure that they're getting Caden and Ethan lots of touches tonight.
I'm waiting for Caden Clark to break out and have a big offensive game.
You know, we talk about him being aggressive the first time that we had against Britton Heckle, and after watching those last 2 games, versus Fax and versus White River, it's so true.
Deep 3 in the corner by Skoglund is off the mark, but a lot of those hard, deep shots are hard to rebound. And
Dylan tried
with a second shot.
Well,
Ethan Russell with a good rebound going the other way.
Good start here from the Knights. Oh, there's Caden at the high post. Some good ball movement here as we start out. Some good spacing. Nice
being
attack.
patient. Nice attack by Andrew Brennan. Dribble drive for 2. Pushes it to 7-0.
I think it's really important that he finds the lane as much as he can the rest of this year and tonight.
Little gamble on a steal by Andrew Brennan and picks a foul up in the backcourt.
Christian really hasn't had a guy that's lived in a lane in this last couple years, and I think if Andrew can get to the lane a little bit more, it's going to make this offense really even harder to guard than it already is. Ooh, through the legs there.
Between the legs for
Woo!
2.
Nice
Inside,
pass there by
that
Dylan.
was intentional. But
We'll give it to him, right? We'll give him the benefit.
It's going to look good on the replay.
That's right. Put it on Sports Center.
Little step back from Malik Weaker for 2. I think he was inside the 3-point line for a 2-point shot.
Yeah, shot you're going to have to live with if you're Oaks. That's just an all-state point guard making a shot right there. Ooh.
Another open find inside, but I think just Ethan Russell's presence kind of forced a miss there.
That's a difference of 6'5" or 6 foot. Nice curl.
Ethan with a nice little move. Comes up short though.
Showing a little trap here. Ooh. Christian's switching almost every single screen so far. You could do that when the other teams.
We talked about that in the Britton game. That athletic bunch. It doesn't matter. They can switch. They can switch and not get hurt on that in most places, especially when you got a shot blocker like Ethan roaming around.
It helps too that Oaks is only about 6 foot across the board.
Yes.
We talk about Christian being all juniors. Oaks is relatively young here. The best player is a sophomore. They play freshmen, so they're relatively young.
Oaks had a solid team last year.
Very solid.
All seniors.
Yep, they lost, I believe, 6 seniors is what it was, and I don't believe they have a senior on the court right now.
No, they got a couple on the roster. Nice entry pass inside from Malik. Gets the assist, and Caden Clark with that first bucket. 11-2 is their score. 4 minutes, a little over 4 left in the first quarter. Boy, you dribble up top, and it gets taken away. Nice steal, but it doesn't finish there by Jackson Isaacson.
I think Coach Rohrbach will be happy with the ball pressure here to start out this basketball game.
Was that the first miss, Aberdeen Christian?
Ethan had one miss earlier, so just a second.
Yeah. Boy, we're playing a fast-paced game.
Very fast.
A little different than that JV game. Deep 3 in the corner from Andrew Brennan.
Love that kick there from Malik.
Well, I think there's been an assist on every bucket except Andrew Brennan's drive.
Recipe for success
nice,
right there.
nice
That's
ball
right.
movement. With
Absolutely.
Timeout with 3:34 left. Christian jumps out to a 14-2 lead. 30-second timeout. Back here, we're Aberdeen Christian's live stream broadcast team is set up right over the top of Aberdeen Christian here, and they were pretty excited in that timeout.
I think Rohrbach, our coach Rohrbach, definitely wants to see a little bit more help side. Everybody's kind of getting stuck to their man on the backside. Other than that, he's got to be happy with their start.
You know, also at the timeout, we have first couple subs for Aberdeen Christian. Blake Rich is in the game, and Abe Holscher.
Blake thinking he
well,
got
and
blocked
Blake
there.
Blake, I think, had a block, but got called with a foul there. Number 23 is at the line shooting 2. Xavier Vossler misses the first shot. Vossler makes the second, makes it a 14-3 game here with 3:15 left.
I'd be interested to see if maybe Tornadoes hop into a zone here, a couple more possessions.
Christian with a set play, looks like here.
That little flare screen from Russell, from Weaker, short. Good ball pressure here up by Abe. Here you go. A little bit smaller court, so they can really stay up high. Good move by Trey.
Oops.
There it is.
Trey Hoagland, who we kind of have a emphasis on here tonight, hits that step-in jumper.
Nice composure by Trey.
Nice find inside, and Blake Rich with a miss. Nice entry pass.
Composure, composure, composure. Got to realize you're 6'5". Act like you're dunking it every time.
Christian really working the defense here. Got him down to 15 in the shot clock.
They've come out a little bit frustrated today, almost like, you know, we lost those 2 games and we hate losing, we're sick of losing, so they're ready to go today.
Boy, Andrew Brennan's quick, isn't he?
He is. We've touched on just his.
Didn't recover that, but I don't think Skoglund was expecting him to get there and contest that, and instead he beat him up the court.
He's got what I like
Not
to
good
call
for him.
relentless energy. He just has a gear in him. He just doesn't quit. He's not exactly someone you want to guard.
Christian subbing the 2 starters back in, and boy, what a nice luxury having 2 kids that you can give a break that quick into the game.
It is. You know,
Catch
Blake
that.
Rich has earned some more varsity minutes this year, and that's really a luxury for this already pretty deep Christian 19.
Skoglund steps in between 2 defenders and misses a short end shot. Blake Rich with a nice rebound. Boy, Malik's ready to shoot the ball tonight. Nice screen out front by Caden Clark, and Malik knocks it down.
Yeah, nice drag screen set there by Caden in transition, and no hedge. Malik walks into a 3-pointer. Oaks need a bucket here. There it is.
Deep 3.
25.
From Noah Sunby. Brings it back within a single-digit lead, 9-point lead. Jackson Isaacson with a drive. No call on it.
2 in a row, 15.
Number 15, David Schmidt with a 3. Back-to-back threes.
Good answer there by Oaks.
Brings it from a 12-point lead down to single digits, 6 here.
There's that high post touch from Clark. Little kick out to Isaacson. Got it.
I think we're in a shooter's gym tonight, Matt.
I think we are.
Either that or everybody's legs are fresh here in the first quarter.
That Christmas ham is digested and everybody's ready to get on to the second half of the season.
Foul by number 10.
Foul on
His first foul.
Malik Weaker there off the ball. 23 seconds left here in the quarter. Oaks can run the clock down if they want for the last shot.
Pretty quick
Boy,
first
Oaks-
quarter here to start out.
Oaks doesn't have anybody. Oaks doesn't have anybody who can they can go to the paint to. They really have to spread the court. If they can't hit that 3-point shot, it's going to be a long night.
They're going to need to hit it consistently. They don't have someone yet, like you said, to get to the ball to a Clark or a Russell to get the ball down low.
Yeah, Malik Weaker with a nice steal there, takes it coast to coast and draws a foul. Boy, have not shot free throws like we would like, or like I would expect.
I would love to
here
know
this
the
whole
reason
season.
for that too, because we have kids that are shooting 40% from the 3-point line.
Yeah, Malik finishes the second one. I think a lot of that's just concentration.
Malik's got a quick 9 points here to start out this game.
Bucket right at the buzzer for Oaks. That was number 13, Adler
Your score after
Piper.
Oaks,
Scores at the buzzer to make it an 8-point game as we go to the break.
Excuse me while I play my brand new favorite part. Singing praises in the rain and I'm dancing in the dark. I got a brand new lens to look through every day. Happiness doesn't last, so I found a better way. And it feels like sunshine on my shoulders. It's the good life coming closer. I'm looking in the light. I'm gonna be just fine. This new joy of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. It's finally going right. It's summer.
Back in Oaks as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. It'd be Christian ball out of bounds. Oaks is the home of Phil Hansen, ex-NFL great. I saw a trophy case out front with some game balls when he played for the Buffalo Bills. So
A little before my time.
small town with an NFL great.
Yeah.
Played for the 5 Super Bowls in a row, Buffalo Bills, in the early 90s. Ethan Russell with a miss inside.
Tornadoes did a really good job weathering the storm there in the first quarter. Ended the quarter on a 6-5
Another
run.
deep 3 from Oaks out front, number 25, Sunby.
That's his second.
They're going to have to live by that shot, and right now they're living.
Oaks is ready to go.
Boy, we saw that zone that first possession, and then they're back into man.
Yep, they've been man ever since.
Ethan Russell, the nice move, goes to the left hand off the pivot, and
Nice patience there by Ethan.
Oaks calls a timeout here. Not happy what they saw in that possession. Another full timeout. We're back after the timeout. Oaks called that timeout, but Yuta swore Coach Rohrbach called it. He laid into his boys about giving Oaks an open shot at the 3. They're living by it here right now. They hit 4 in a row.
Well, just a little lackadaisical to start out the second quarter, giving up a wide open 3-pointer after Oaks hit 2 in the first. Yeah, that lane is wide open, so those backside helpers need to be active.
Yeah, Oaks playing 5 out here.
Here we go.
Switching every screen.
Nice move.
Skoglund with a nice move and difficult shot, knocks it down. 5-point lead here. 6:35 left, 23-18.
Getting the ball to Caden in the low post. He's going to survey. Like to see some cutters off that. Got 3 people still on the perimeter.
Kind of locked into what he was going to do. And
yeah, a little bit. 15 still on the shot clock, so plenty of time here. Good little pin down there from Caden for Malik. Malik's,
step back from Malik, produces another 3 points.
Wow, he's got a quick 12. Got 12 of the 26 so far.
Little contact on the dribble, and Andrew Brennan's called for a foul. Christian really trying to tighten her up here. I think they're a little more conscious of what Oaks is doing, and Oaks hit a couple shots and you play with confidence. That's what they're doing right now.
Yep. Christian's going to want to shut it down here because Oaks is playing with confidence, like you said. Brennan's got 2 fouls. Coach Rohrbach elects to keep him in the basketball game.
Oaks has such a small lineup. You'd really like to see Andrew stay in there.
Brennan thought that was off of number 1.
Little drive there off number 1's leg, but they retain possession. We could see it more clear from our angle here.
That's right. We have the best angle in the booth.
Christian back in their half-court set.
I'd like to see Russell get to the block here. We're kind of falling in love with Weaker on the perimeter.
Exactly. Nice kick in and out, and Jackson Isaacson knocks down the 3. That's a nice play when you go to your post, draws a double team, and
yeah, if they want a double, thank you very much. I'll take the 3-pointer in terms of, or in rhythm.
Boy, Oaks just does not have a post player that they can confidently set up. Boy, Weaker with a nice drive. Gets knocked to the floor, but finishes the shot. You just got to do that. When you're on the road, you got to finish your shot. You can't count on a foul being called. That takes the lead to 31-18. Oaks calls another timeout here. We'll take a break.
Taken by the Tornadoes. 30-second timeout.
Pathetic.
Oaks is living by the 3-point shot, but Aberdeen Christian already has 6, Matt, led by Weaker with 3, Isaacson with 2, and Brennan with 1.
Yeah, you don't really want to get into a shooting battle, I don't think, with Christian. They can fill it up quickly. Ethan hasn't even gotten into the scoring, I don't believe. He's got 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fill it up, too. Better defensive possession here. They're really staying high on these ball screens, you can see. Christian is.
Travel, but not called. Jackson Isaacson with a strong rebound. Christian will bring it up the floor.
Russell get to the block there. Nope. There's Caden at the high post, being aggressive to kick. There's Ethan as we speak. Short.
3 in the corners, no good.
Trey with the floater.
Draws a foul. I think was on Caden. Going to send Skoglund to the line for 2.
Caden Clark, his first foul. Skoglund headed to the line.
Christian pushed that lead back to a dozen, 13 here, like they had earlier in the game. Skoglund knocks down the first shot. Knights go to their bench here, bring Clark and Isaacson out, and bring in Joey Johnson and Abe Holscher back in the game.
It's a big 4 minutes here for Oaks. Can they keep this within 10 to go into halftime? Or is Aberdeen Christian going to push it closer to 15?
Skoglund's got a nice stroke.
Yep.
Knocked both of them down. Make it 11-point game. Christian back in their half-court set here.
Good spin by Ethan there.
Boy, we're going to see if somebody can score in the paint here for Oaks, and they don't. Holscher with the rebound, kicks it ahead, but it's lost out of bounds, but Christian will retain possession here. Coach Becker is our out-of-bounds play man here. What's he going to drop for us down here on this end?
Let's find out. I'm going to guess it's going to be pretty close to that same one that they ran a couple times in the JV game. Oh, a little different. Yep,
there it
a little
is.
Slip.
Ethan Russell for nice 2. How do I know that's going to happen, Matt?
Well, when you have someone like Coach Becker that can just see what the defense is in and call it that easy. Good hustle there by Abe.
A lot of that boils down to Ethan Russell's just the biggest player on the court and is quick enough. You set a screen for him, he's going to get a bucket like that when you play man-to-man out of bounds.
They were scared of Mount coming off and get another 4 3-pointer. That always helps too.
Christian forces a turnover there with their pressure D.
Yeah, nice job by Abe getting up
in
the
the
floor.
half-court set.
Got Ethan thinking, yep. Well, took a little bit too long to recognize that.
That's what most kids think they got. The only way they can contribute is if they score points, and boy, that's just not the truth.
Nope.
Your role can be set screens, play solid defense, and just move without the ball, and good things will happen for your team. And that doesn't mean you get to score a lot of points, but boy, you get your night when it does happen.
Right. Being around the basketball is key, especially for people that are coming off the bench or maybe not getting as many shots as they'd like. If they're staying around the basketball, good things are typically going to happen.
Boy, these young kids got to make their free throws. If you want to get minutes, you just got to knock these shots down.
This is our third time that it got.
He's always a good shooter. Them will come, but you just got to come in with confidence that you're gonna put those babies in, and then coach will have confidence in you and put you in.
Nice, good
Found
rotation
the man inside,
there from Abe
but
and
good
Malik.
rotation, and Malik Weaker with the steal.
Got Jackson if he wants it. Caden. Okay. Good skip.
Good patience here, not taking a forced shot, but
I thought Abe was going to lace that one up. Jackson with the left.
Skoglund with the rebound, pushing it up the floor.
Boy,
that's a quick jumper from outside by number 5, Wolf, and he knocks it down. That's been kind of a drought for Oaks here for a while, and knocks that jumper down from the wing.
That gets it closer to 10 here for them. They want to get this within 10, and Christian wants to get this past 15.
Boy, nice action there, and then we throw it away. But that was a nice two-man game there. I would like to see Caden take that all the way to the hole with patience and just slow down. Keep your dribble and slow down.
That's where Caden's got to be aggressive.
He had a couple fantastic plays in that game at the Pentagon. We see what he's capable of against a bigger man even.
Everybody knows he loves to pass, and he sees the floor so well, but sometimes you got to be selfish when you get that single defender.
Offensive foul on the screen there with a.
Well, they call
it a hook, I guess, on Skoglund, and we'll go the other way.
That's a big call. That's 2 on Trey now.
Christian with an 11-point lead here with a $1:25 left in the second quarter as they get into their half-court set.
One thing I look for with this Aberdeen Christian team is a little bit about timing. You know, when they're using their down screens and their pin down screens, can they have the ball ready to find them, seeing the floor? Sometimes they're going and the passers aren't ready for them.
Nice one-man game there on the side. Ethan Russell gets his man down deep and gets the shot he wants and knocks her down.
He loves that high post. You know, he's not, everybody looks at him and says, oh, you're 6'5", play post, but
Boy,
he's not a typical post player.
Oaks with a little give-and-go action there and get their first bucket that I recall right in the paint there by number 1, Joey Heim.
Unfortunately, backside help there was non-existence for the Knights.
Ethan Russell with a big-time shot, 3 from top of the key. What is that now, 7 threes?
6 or 7. Ethan's finally in the three-point scorebook. It's a big possession here, 24 to go in the shot clock. Nice pass.
Nice find inside. Wolf scores for 2 possessions in a row. Coach Rohrbach's calling for one final shot here as we come into 20 seconds. Ball in Weaker's hands.
I'm interested to see if Weaker gets a ball screen here or if he doesn't. Sometimes he wants the ball screen. Looks like he's going to get one from Ethan.
Roll to the hoop.
Little ghost screen there. 2 in a row for Russell.
What do I know? Don't roll to the hoop.
Whew. I think that was actually
Kick it to the shooter.
Design play call, I believe. It was a ghost screen, so Ethan didn't really set a real screen, and Malk found him.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play. Christian ends, I think, with 8 3-pointers this half.
A lot of threes.
15-point lead, 42-27. A lot of points. Got a fun one going here in Oaks, North Dakota as we go to the break. back for the start of the second half. Aberdeen Christian leading Oaks, North Dakota here, 42-27. 15-point lead, but I think the emphasis at halftime was not happy with our defense.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Rohrbach's going to be happy about giving up 27 points at the half.
I think he stirred the pot so much in halftime, he's still there. He's not back out on the floor here yet. Andrew Brennan with a nice steal. Pass ahead to Ethan Russell for a beautiful pass.
Yeah. According to our insider, Carla Palmer, he has a bloody nose and he's in the locker room. So.
Oh, I see. Well, when you're spitting and yelling, sometimes those things happen.
That's right. Well, he didn't see that first possession, but he'll be happy about it.
Well, this is what he's been worried about, is this defense helping each other out. And nice D there. Down to 10 in the shot clock as Oaks is working it down. Little step back jumper from the wing, and Christian is on the run again. Malik with a quick pull up.
Ooh. He loves that little hezzy pull up in transition. That's kind of his bread and butter.
Kind of fell asleep on that one. A nice entry pass by Skoglund, and Oaks with a bucket inside.
Yeah, that was a nice pass there. Good find. Like to see Christian find people in transition, though.
Boy, we got Ethan Russell one-on-one on the side there. Expect something out of that one, and we turn it over as we go the other way.
Ooh, quick shot there.
I thought that was a pass.
Alley-oop.
Well, Oaks hasn't got that one bucket here. Another quick shot here by Christian, and active hands by Caden Clark keeps the ball alive for Christian.
Yeah, they're going to set up a double screen there for Ethan, but he tried to slip back door. Good recovery there by 23.
Vossler.
Yeah, Christian, they get antsy at times, but ooh, nice little
play
flex
inside.
there.
Good,
real nice, really nice.
Good cut off the screen by Jackson Isaacson, and Caden Clark with a nice assist from the wing.
Something he's done very well this year is those cutting, is those back cuts and those slips off double screens.
There's some help by Caden off that, and forces a jump ball. Good defense. Results in a turnover with the possession.
I mean,
Back
just
to Aberdeen Christian.
Something that, Isaacson and Brennan and Blake, they got to understand, whoever gets in the ball game is Malik and Ethan are going to get a lot of attention. You can really slip off that. If you set a screen on their guy, more often than not, they're going with that person.
Or Caden with a strong move. That's his shot, that little floater.
He's got a little awkward spin on it that he throws, kind of like a curveball, but he gets to go.
His second bucket. I'm ready for him to break out a little more.
I'd like to see him getting double digits for the first time this year. Nice hustle there by Oaks, but Christian gets it back. Twice, Oaks stealing it from behind. Sloppy two possessions there from Aberdeen Christian.
Heim with a miss, but Oaks follows it up for the bucket.
They might be lucky that David just got back on the bench, because he can't be too happy about what just happened there the last few possessions.
Skoglund drives and kicks to the corner, and Brennan's there to tip it away.
Christian needs a good possession here. Really sloppy this last couple minutes.
Boy, it's kind of who's got the ball is doing their own thing here the last 3 or 4 possessions.
His third foul.
Skoglund just picked up his third foul. That's huge for them.
Looks like coach is going to get him one.
Oaks has to go to their bench and bring in Adler Piper, 6-foot junior.
That's going to be tough for Oaks to get it back into this game with Trey sitting on the bench, their primary scorer and ball handler.
Malik with 2 free throws.
Looks like Christian's jumping into a 1-2-2
here. I was banging on him the first
here.
half, and look at that.
Yep.
2 for 2 here in the second half.
Well, 1-2-2 half-court trap here from the Knights. Good split there by 13.
Boy, he traveled. Caden with the rebound, and Christian back into the
Nice
offense
hesitation
there.
and kick. Good
Nice
extra
drive and
pass.
kick, extra pass
Short.
to Jackson. Christian keeps it alive, but it goes the other way.
Coach will be happy about that possession. Really nice move by Malk there to find the extra pass, kick it to Brennan. Brennan found another one with Jackson, just couldn't hit it. Christian's been off for a little while. They haven't played since last Thursday. They look a little bit fatigued right now, as we start this, midway through this third quarter. Ooh.
They are, and they're pushing the ball.
I like that.
Quick
Nice.
pass ahead to
Got to hit him.
Brennan, and then we're back into patience here.
Nice
Nice
attack by
drive
Drew.
by Brennan.
Good.
Left hand, and he's fouled.
Good attack there.
Used the rim for protection, used his left hand on the backside and finishes it off.
I thought he was going to get it, came the ball on the low block there, but his guy was on him tight, and he went around him. Chance for three. We got blood on the floor.
Well, the only blood I see is Coach Rohrbach has a tissue stuck up his nose that's turning red.
Well, he wears it well. It looks good.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah. That's what happens when you got to yell at the kids,
Boy,
Nice rebound
missed by
Isaacson.
Brennan, but Jackson Isaacson, quick move, steals a rebound, puts it back in, and puts Christian up by 23. Oaks calls timeout with 3:25 left as Christian has stretched their lead out 23 points. We'll have a minute break here. Back after the timeout, 3:23 left.
Nice showing that 1-2-2 half-court trap again.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
You know, the other team calls a timeout to try to break momentum or do
Right.
something, and then you throw something totally different at them. I love that coaching.
Yeah, throw a
That's
little
a good
wrinkle
move.
at them, and they don't get into the set that they want to.
Shot up and blocked by Caden Clark and rebounded by Malik Weaker. That was a good call by Coach Rohrbach, but we
Good
got to point out that Coach Rohrbach wasn't out to start the half, and his assistants had a 12-4 run there.
Yeah. I
without
don't want to
him.
say they played better without him coaching, but it's just up for debate, right? Coach Becker and Sam Palmer.
Whatever he told them to do, they did it coming out in the third quarter. But Coach Becker was running the show, so Christian back in their half-court set.
Cool as a cucumber.
Alec
on the
goes
sideline.
right by his man down the baseline and scores. And when you can go to your strong hand and beat your man, that's a man play. Is that double dribble when you catch it, or is that a fumble, Matt?
Most refs will let it go because you don't technically have possession of the basketball if you
All
drop
right.
it off the catch.
I'm just a junior high ref. I ought to call double dribble on that. Three. Nice pass and kick there.
A good possession there.
Got a
from
good
Oaks.
possession for Oaks, but missed the shot. Christian's quick up the floor. They're smelling it, smelling a little blood here. They're getting after it. Ethan Russell with a nice move. Well, you make that 60% of the time, and you
Right.
can live with that. And that's
Yep.
what he's going to do.
It's a good spot for
Oaks
him.
finally breaks the ice with a three out on the right wing by number 23, Xavier Vossler.
It's got to be their fifth or sixth of the ball game.
Yeah. What? Christian still
Nice
leads
pass.
22. Nice rifle
Nice
pass
job,
by
Brennan.
Andrew Brennan. Finds
I love how
Rich
hard
inside for
Blake
2.
rolled, too. Malik had him but didn't really have the angle. Threw it right to Brennan, and he rifled that left-handed. That was
you know,
nice.
if he does that in the JV game, it's a 40-point win for us. And
Right.
just didn't finish, but that was a great finish in the paint. Drive by Skoglund and draws a foul in the paint. He'll go to the line for 2.
Good take there from Trey.
I don't know if it's because we're in North Dakota or if the kids are just pushing it, but I like the fact that there's only 3 foul calls this deep into the second half.
I
I
see
don't
that
know if the
very
reffing
often,
is
do ya?
different. You know, it really is different. When
It is.
You have refs,
Yep.
different states. The rules are a little different, and they call the game a little different. And,
Well,
this
it's funny,
Aberdeen
too.
Christian team has a lot of athleticism.
Right.
Sometimes you don't see that, and it'll.
Well, South Dakota refs, too. They see a lot of the same teams. You know, they see these Christian boys a lot. And so this North Dakota crew's never seen this Christian team play. Makes
You know,
it kind of exciting.
Step back from Malik, deep top of the key is off a little bit, but Christian gets a foul. Speaking of reffing, aren't you reffing a game here tonight, man?
As soon as we get done with this game, I got to hustle back to Aberdeen and get to Ipswich. Ipswich versus Northwestern.
That's good.
No time off.
I'm glad you're doing that. You got such a good head for the game, and you'd be a great referee.
Well, thank you. It's just fun to be around it. You know, everybody misses it once they graduate from wherever they played high school ball at, and just being around the game and the atmosphere just makes it fun, worth it, whether you're a coach and the fans, or you're a fan or you're a referee.
So I got to ask you, when I coached, I had to yell at the refs a lot. Do you hear it as a referee? Do you have rabbit ears where you hear every word that's said to you, or do you're kind of focused on the details of the game and you don't hear?
I think different referees will have different perspective on what, if they want to hear it or not. I like to hear it because I feel like it's only fair to them to have them, tell me what they think about that call or what they want. So
Blake Rich with a wide open 3, knocks it down from the left wing, assist by Weaker.
that might have been the best action that Christians had all night. They had a double screen there, and Malik had a little slip, threw it to Malik, and then he kicked it to Blake for the shot. So
that's
action there.
Good
for
half
Christian.
court set.
But getting back to the
That builds your confidence when you come in off the bench and your teammates trust you to take a shot like that and you knock it down.
Blake's got a quick 5 points here as he came into this ball game. He had that slip layup, and then he had that 3-pointer.
Yep.
Nice move.
Piper for 2. Christian's calling for 1 shot here as we go the last 10 seconds. I asked you if you hear coaches yelling. My wife always yelled at me that I yelled at too much at the refs. I said that's my job. Malik Weaker closes the quarter with a long 3.
That was deep.
How many is that for Malik?
Your score after 3. Oaks 37, Aberdeen Christian
4.
64.
Malik's 4-3. We'll go to the minute break here. Christian with a 64-37 lead. Oaks, North Dakota.
Great front you meet.
Back into the fourth quarter here. Malik Weaker with that long 3 puts him over 20 points here tonight. I'm not exactly sure what he's got. 21 he's got.
He's had a nice few quarters
Ethan
here.
Russell with a nice block. They just don't have size. You know, that's not a bad shot, not a bad play, but what do you do when you got a shot blocker like Ethan there to help you out?
It's nice to drive the lane too as a guard and know that you at least have someone to drop it off to. And when there's not that option, Ethan and Caden can just hunt for blocks.
Andrew Brennan's left wide open from the top.
Nice job.
Weaker with a beautiful rebound and quick pass inside to Ethan Russell. What's Ethan Russell got?
I think he's got 16 or 18, I believe.
18.
18.
Ethan's
I think
got
he had
here.
14
21
and
and
half.
18 from our 1 and 2 option here for Aberdeen Christian.
It's been pretty balanced. I mean, I know they have 18 and 21, but Jackson Isaacson's been in the fold.
And Ethan adds to that with a 3 from the right wing.
Brennan's got
Catch and shoot.
Yep.
I love that motion, that catch and shoot motion. That's next level motion.
Right. He has such a high release point too, and being 6'5", 6'6", it's really tough to get a hand up on him.
Oaks back into their set. Skoglund running the show here. He's a good offensive player. He just hasn't had opportunity.
No, there hasn't been much opportunities for him tonight as well.
You know, Trey Skoglund's just a sophomore. You're going to be interesting. We'll have to remember that name, and we continue to play Oaks. He's a solid player. Who did you say his a cousin to?
Caden Clark.
Caden Clark's
I believe they're
cousin.
second cousins. So
okay.
Yeah, Trey. He's a heck of a football player. He was the starting linebacker, one of the starting linebackers for this Tornado football team, and he was the second leading tackler in North Dakota. So
wow.
Yep.
As a sophomore.
So he's probably going to obliterate the records of tackling in the next couple
Christian
years.
back in the offense.
Wow.
Jackson with a
oh my goodness.
sweet pass to
that
the
was
corner.
the best.
Caden Clark, have we seen that yet this year? We've been waiting that
I'm gonna be honest,
for like 2 years.
I didn't know Caden Clark could shoot from the corner because he doesn't like corner three-pointers.
You know, he hit 2 or 3 really big threes his freshman year when we made that state tournament run, and I mean huge shots, and he just has not had opportunity to make those, and here knocks a big one down.
We always talk about him being aggressive, but you know he loves to pass and see the floor. He says he's Magic Johnson, so he doesn't like to shoot the ball very much.
He's only about 9 inches short of being Magic Johnson.
Nice possession there from Oaks. Number 1 with the three-pointer, Joey Heim. Good curl there. Nice attack.
Jackson Isaacson, that's his game, isn't it?
Yeah,
if you spread it out and you start focusing on taking away Malik Weaker or Ethan Russell, and all of a sudden Jackson Isaacson just sticks it to you.
Right. When he decides to drive, it's tough. He's got both hands to finish with.
I think that's his game. If he lets those other guys shoot first, then all of a sudden, man, he's had so many points in the second half this year. Our team's going in halftime and make that adjustment, and they kind of forget about him.
Ooh, bacon. Joey with 2.
The bank is open. Joey Heim with a 2-pointer there. We're down to just over 4 minutes left, and it looks like Coach Rohrbach is starting to pull some of his starters here this possession. So
honestly,
back in it.
You know, going back to Jackson, he's
boy, that's a quick move. Andrew Brennan just goes right around his man, scores in the paint. What were you saying?
Well, we can catch it here after the break.
We got a timeout here. We'll catch it at the break. Christian leads 76-42, 3:56 left. A lot of high fives in the timeout there. Looks like Christian pulls their starters, and except for Andrew Brennan, brings in 4 new guys. I think that's what that timeout was for, was to get those guys in, and good timeout to get them organized.
They've earned the last 4 minutes off. But I wanted to get back to Isaacson here. I have a word for him, and I think he's a no-needs player. You know, there's some players that kind of need the shots. You know, they need a play right for them and stuff like that. But, boy, I've seen him just not even care about his scoring and just worry about locking down a player, or maybe tonight I got to score 20. You know, he's just a no-needs player, and he's a great teammate.
That's cool. You know, we talked about that earlier, how important it is to move without the basketball, know your role, just play your role. Sometimes it's just being the best guy on the bench slapping high fives.
Right.
And, well, he knows his role, and all of a sudden he'll score double figures in the second half just because
you kind of almost forget about him for a second.
Basketball, He's such a good defender.
He is.
A little sloppy play here probably these last 4 minutes as Oaks finishes off one here.
You know, just getting back to just kind of being a successful team, you know, there's a lot of talent on this Aberdeen Christian roster, even kids that aren't playing as many minutes as they'd like. And
Abe Holscher with a nice pull up there, just inside the three-point line for two. That was a good-looking shot.
Yeah, great. Just being a part of a successful team, you kind of have to make sacrifices to be a part of a successful team because, you know, you could go to maybe a different team and different school and you might score 20, but you might not be, you know, state tournament contention. So it's fun to see kids embrace kind of that role.
Yep. Yeah, you know, the best teams are when you're balanced and you got 5 guys who can all be your leading scorer at any one time. And
it really
obviously,
is.
this team has a couple leading scorers that you'd be shocked if they're not the leaders, but boy, everybody's capable of being right there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we have, like Abe, you know, he just hit that jumper. We haven't really got to talk about him tonight very much, but, I mean, he can fill it up. He can shoot the ball well, too, from the three-point line. So you just never know whose night it is.
He takes a deep three there, college three.
Good jump.
What I like about Abe is
he's on the floor.
He's willing to do what he just does.
Yep.
He's not afraid to get after it, get on the floor.
Yeah, you love to see that. Those kids are easy to coach when that love for the game and the willingness to get on the floor is there.
You know, just embrace your role, whatever it is. Be happy with it, and realize roles change too.
They do.
They always do, but whatever it is, just embrace it and be 100% at it, and good things will happen for your whole team.
Yeah, you hope for health, you know, for everybody, obviously, but, you know, injuries and stuff like that happen. Foul trouble happens. Shoot, 2 years ago to get to state.
Boy, shot fake by Furman, and nice move to the baseline, just doesn't finish inside.
But remember when Jared Pearson got 2 quick fouls versus Warner in the first quarter? Yeah, I mean, you know, and then Kaden Clark comes in and he has to play post defense on Lighthole. You just never know what can happen.
Yeah. Oaks with a nice inside pass.
Well, we got a minute left here. I think we have to tell who we think's the best post player.
Oh, yeah, we started that.
We
started that earlier tonight.
There's
I don't know.
Some good options.
We mentioned, at the top of my list is Connor Compton. You know, he helped our school have their first winning season. And, like we talked about, he was hurt by injuries, and we never got to see how good he really could be. So, I mean, he's right up there. I got to put last year's boys in there.
Conger and Jet Becker.
Conger.
Yep.
I mean, you're never going to see a play like that dunk he had against Platte River.
Unbelievable.
I mean, that was incredible.
He
That's
energized
just a
the
picture
whole
of what
team.
he could do. So you got to put him right there. What do you think?
I would, you kind of have just different centers. You talk about Brent. He was the most versatile center we've ever had. There was times where he'd bring the ball down the floor, and then he'd find his way to the block and score. And then he'd go guard the best player. He guarded Gary in the second half, and he was the most versatile by far. And then you got Jet. He's one of our best shooters in school history, and he would bang with the post down low. So
Furman with a 3.
And then Connor, who's best shot blocker in our school's history, no doubt about it.
Yeah. But in the end, I got to go with my son, Corey Palmer.
That's right.
He was the best center in Aberdeen Christian.
Not even close.
History, I think.
I think so.
I wouldn't say it's not even close, but I got to redeem myself with that one. There's an inside story to that. Aberdeen Christian wins 78-50 here at Oaks, North Dakota. Matt and I got to get out of here right now. Matt's got a reffing job, so thanks for listening to us. We're going to do a few more games this year. Obviously, the best man in the broadcast business is Rob Waltman, and if you can have him do it, you got to have him do it. But we'll fill in when they need us. And
thank you to Aberdeen Christian Media Team.
You bet. All right, good night, everybody.